Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review for the Maschinen Krieger X Danboard Mini Yokoyama version. So this is just the mini Danboard kit, which is available in other versions, but this Ma.K version just comes with some decals basically, and that's kind of it. It has this cool Ma.K style box, which is kind of a big drawing factor as well. Non-scale, height 85 millimeters, so not going to be very big, probably relatively similar in terms of construction and size to a petite guy, actually, so I'll show you that for comparison. Here just a little bit about the comic based on the comic Yotsubuto, sculpted by Shohei Chiba and produced by Kotobukiya. So here on the side, just the same kind of stuff. We can see the snowman logo there, Maschinen Krieger style there on the front as well. Molding color is just a green here, so it's showing you the color that's actually molded in there. It's kind of a light green color. Special decal of Maschinen Krieger, painting guide by Yokoyama. On the opposite side, just this kind of same thing, and then some more stuff here. The list price here being 1,000 yen, I guess, is what that is saying. Let's pop it open and see what we've got. So here's our little instruction manual and parts order form in case you lose or break something. So on this side we have our painting guide, so you can see like the larger version and the small version here with a couple of other small little Ma.K resin figures. Painting guide here, color guide. Here's Yokoyama sensei there himself. So we got one, and then it looks like just painting a whole bunch of mahogany brown on there. Then some classic Ma.K colors there. It looks like RLM02, that classic Ma.K gray-green color. And then step 4, adding your decals. And step 5, adding some weathering here, using some Mr. Weathering color. There are products on that. And you can see he's got his larger version and smaller version there stood together. Here's the paint guide there precisely in Japanese if you do want to copy that. I'm sure you can find the translation for it. And here on the back is our parts list and instruction guide. So it's basically just one runner and then a couple of the little parts there. It's going to be very simple in terms of its construction. Just a few parts. Yeah, it's looking very, very similar to a petite guy if you've ever built one of those. It's going to be looking pretty much exactly the same, so there's that. Here's the included water slide decals, the snowman, and then triple D's there, one big D and the double D small little ones there. Sorry, that just went off the rails to be terrible. We got our PC polycap parts here, just some ball joints, and then for the B runner, which looks to be for the eyes, you have a choice of black or clear orange, which is pretty cool. So you can choose which eyes you want to use for it. And then all of our parts here on runner A. That's pretty much all there is. It's going to be a pretty quick and simple build. So let me just get to one thing here. I'm noticing before we do that, a little bit of pre-painting on there. So for the mouth of the Danboard, Kotobukiya kits do often have a little bit of pre-painting on them. In this case, it's just a little bit of black in there for the mouth, it looks like. Okay, yeah, I had to take that out of the bag because I wasn't sure if it was just a shadow, like of that recessed part, of that recessed section, or if that was actually pre-painted. But yeah, it is actually pre-painted, little bit of matte black in there for the mouth of that. So, all right, let me get this snapped together and then let's see how it looks. All right, so straight out the box, here is how your boy is gonna look. Very cute, very green. Not really the most exciting. I think if you don't paint, then probably this thing's not for you. But I guess if you don't paint, then you probably don't build a whole lot of Maschinen Krieger because it's just kind of a series that I think pretty much everyone knows that you kind of painting is involved. Ooh, I can see his butt flap is tucked underneath his legs there. While we're here, I guess, why don't we take a minute to talk about the articulation. As you can see, I opted for the black eyes instead of the just orange ones. They're actually like that. The black is actually kind of like a clear black. It's a different type of plastic. It's like kind of more brittle, clear plastic. If you build any Bandai kits, you have a couple of leftover parts here as well. I'm not sure what these are for. If another version of this has like a little stand for that or something, but maybe that's just leftover. The side flaps don't move at all, but the front and back ones are on hinges, so those can move up and down like so. There's a double ball joint at the top of the legs, so you can kind of move that up to about there. It's going to be about the maximum. Back to about there. That's about what you're going to get out of that. Side to side, kind of like so. So obviously not, its boxes is not going to be the most articulated thing in the world. A little bit more articulation here in the arms, so those can kind of move out and forward, kind of to there, back like so. And the head is just on a ball joint as well, so you can tilt that side to side, forward and back, and turn it like that. We're going to have a seam line here on the legs, seam line here going around the whole top of the head, a little switch here on the side. That's cool, nice little detail there. In terms of details, there's really not a whole lot, just that there, and then this little guy here on the front. and then of course just like the face. Otherwise, just a whole lot of big flat surfaces for doing some nice painting or detailing it up if you want. You could make it like super detailed. I think that would be a cool, interesting thing to do. But that's pretty much it for the articulation. So here he is compared with the petite guy. You can see is actually a little bit taller than the petite guy. A little bit less complicated though. I think in terms of part counts, if you went part by part, the petite guy probably has a couple extra parts, a couple more parts in there compared to the Danboard Mini. But you know, they're going to be relatively similar, both just very simple, very cheap, small little kits. The Danboard is actually a little bit more expensive, being a kotobukiya kit. Kotobukiya kits are generally a little bit more expensive. But overall, it's a cool little thing. I'll do a little bit of work just removing the seam lines on that, and then try painting this up sometime in the near future. Maybe try pairing it up with like a 120 scale like Ma.K figure or something like that. So I've got a few of those around here, so I might try to have some fun with that. But anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully that was informative, helpful in some way. If you're interested in this kit, you can check it out. Thank you as always for watching, and have a good one, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. See you next time.